Hey, it's Wade. I'm doing this video for a very good friend of mine, Craig Gilley. We grew up together and went to school together and had some good times. And anyway, it's just a certain part of a sweet emotion, and he was curious about it. And so I'm just going to play this one segment of the song. I just kind of worked on it the best I could, Craig. Heard it played several different ways, but I hope this will help you out. It's actually played on Les Paul. I do have one, but strings are wore out and I don't play it much, so I really don't want to change strings just for this. So you can do it on a Fender too. And I'm not going to use much distortion, much effects. That way I think you can hear a little bit more about what I'm doing. Sometimes you get too carried away with all that, and you really can't hear what's going on. And I think it's good actually to work your parts out a little bit cleaner than when you're using distortion, and you can always bump it up after you kind of get the part down. But anyway, what you had asked me, is the section to where the main verse comes in, and okay, for the first thing, it doesn't start with the D right there at the beginning of the song anyway. It does later in the song, but it almost sounded like it started with an open G and came down. But I really think it's just an A chord there. So that's the first part of it. Okay. I'll explain a little bit about it. After you get to that point, you hit the A again. It's and release the A, and it kind of hits a G. It doesn't really hit it real hard, but that's easy to miss. So I'll start from the beginning. And you don't want some of these parts to overbleed or it sounds mushy. So that's why I was saying right there, when you hit that last G, is release your A chord. Right there is what I'm talking about before you go back to the D and the A. One thing that I kind of like is actually on the D chord is playing like a sus, or it's really kind of like the D chord, but I'm hitting the A in the bass, but I'm muting the D string. I kind of like that sound personally. Instead of playing the open D, but that'll be up to you. And the biggest thing about it is listen to how it's accented. It's a little snappy, and you don't want the parts over bleeding to where, because it'll just kind of run together and sound a little mushy. So I hope that helps you out. And if not, I'll do another one for you. And I appreciate you, asking me to do this. It's a privilege. And but anyway, I guess that's it. And I'm sure you know the other parts, because that was the only part you asked me about. that's in there, and then of course the intro. But it's really just something you just kind of have to work out. But I can understand your question, because when I was listening to it, and then I pulled up a couple of lessons on it and wasn't too impressed with those. Actually, on this part, I seen that done different ways. One was reaching up and hitting the D. We get a little finger right there in the 5th string. And wasn't too crazy about that. I kind of came up with something that I liked, is actually doing the C sharp right there. But that's not what he's doing. It's actually, that lick is a 5th string, 3rd fret is a C note. It's a pull off, open. So anyway, I'm sure that's not exactly perfect, but it's close enough, and that should help you. If not, let me know. Give me a call. All right. See you, Craig. Thanks. Take it easy. Bye.